Warning, this is Jake's first walkthrough of Katawa Shoujo, and has no idea what to expect. But upon saying that, some content may be inappropriate for kiddies.
Previously on Katawa Shoujo.
Oh no! He's having a heart attack!
And our story continues.
Hey everybody, out there in YouTube land, Jake the OneManBand is back again in Katawa Shoujo. And now we are here at the front gate of our new school. I have to turn my headphones down, it's just booming. Okay, there. This is nice, happy-go-lucky music. Okay, the gate looks far too pompous for what it was. In fact, gates in general seem to do that. But this one especially so. I don't know, it looks kind of cool. Has a cool little design right there, and there's stuff. Red bricks, black wrought iron, and gray plaster. Assembled into a whole that didn't feel welcoming at all. What a bummer. I mean, it looks pretty welcoming to me. There's like a tree in the background. Is this an actual photo, or is it like drawn? Because it looks pretty real. Anyway, I wondered if it looked like what a gate for a school should look like, but couldn't really decide. Probably no. Of course, I didn't want to get stuck on thinking about the gate for too long, so I entered through it, and with a brisk pace that felt surprisingly good. Moving forward feels good. Whoa, look at this place. Now, oh, okay, it looks drawn right here. It looks painted with watercolors, but it is beautiful. So, I walk towards the main building of Yamaku Academy. With a brisk pace, I'm alone, as my parents are taking my stuff to the dorms, and there's supposed to be someone waiting for me. Oh yeah, this whole thing, I have my own theory. I'm either gonna meet 1, my best friend, 2, my future love interest, or 3, my worst enemy that's gonna try and kill me. Or all 3. So, let's find out, shall we? The grounds are incredibly lush, filled with green. It doesn't feel like the kind of grounds a school would have. More like a park. With a clean walkway going past trees and a small and the smell of fresh cut grass and all the other park-like things. Words like clean and hygienic pop into my head to make me shudder. Ew, yucky, who wants to be clean? Clean is gross, clean is ill. I shake them off. Stay open-minded now. This is your new life. You have to take it as it comes. That's what I tell myself. A few big buildings loom behind the leafy canopies, too big and too many for just school. Everything seems off. It's different from what I thought I knew about school. That's because it's a secret academy, training children to destroy monsters or something. I don't know. It's an uncanny it's an uncanny valley. Even though I was told this is my new school, in the back of my mind it doesn't feel like one. I wonder if the feeling is real or caused by my expectations of a school for the disabled. Speaking of that, I don't see anyone else here. It's kinda eerie. They're waiting for you inside. It makes me wish there was somebody here so I could anchor myself to something tangible instead of having to feel that I had stepped into another dimension. You have just entered the Twilight Zone. When the bullet hits the bone. I don't know that song, but I hear it all the time. The trees hum with the wind, and the green hues flashing all around me catch my attention. So the trees are humming. Tree! They are no trees. They are ants. That'd be awesome to have like an ant friend. It makes me think about hospitals again. How they say that the operating rooms are painted green because green is a calming color. Is it? Is green a calming color? I mean, I won't know because I don't really look at green all that much, but Is it? I mean, that's kind of cool if it is. So why am I feeling so anxious despite all this greenery? Because there's no one around. ... Only after I stand in front of the haunting main building, I surprise myself by realizing why the gate bothered me. It was the last chance I had to turn back, even if I had no life I could return to. But still, after entering, there was absolutely no way I could go back anymore. Feeling nervous, and with the realization set in my head, I opened the front door. Whoa! This place is this looks really like high standards. I mean, look at that. A tall man with bad posture notices me as I enter. We're the only people in the lobby, so it's only logical. Look at this guy! He's got a coat, the hair. Tall man, you must be Nikea. So you are, excellent. I'm your homeroom and science teacher. My name is Muto. Welcome. He looks awesome. He's got a little scruffy scruff. We exchanged a handshake that is nearly firm nor sloppy, and he looks at his watch. The head nurse asked you for a brief check-in visit, but there's no time for that now. I mean, I just suffered a heart attack in the last episode. Don't you think I should check in with the nurse? Just a little bit. Oh, I should go later? Yes, afternoon is probably fine. We should get going and introduce you to the rest of the class. They're waiting already. Waiting for me? I don't really like being the center of attention, but I guess it's inevitable in this in a situation like this. Great, we get the classic, "This is your new student. He has heart problems." Somehow, not knowing what is waiting for me makes me feel really nervous. Thinking of this, I almost miss what the teacher is saying. Do you want to introduce yourself to the class? Oh man, I get to make choices! Yes, of course. Yeah, I'm sure. I mean, isn't that normal? Once again, this episode's sponsored by water. Of course, but not everyone likes to be the center of attention. I'm probably one of those people, but I guess I should be the one giving the first impression of myself. Need to seem confident. Confident in front of the class. That way they don't try to kill me later. Right, but it's no problem. Let's go then. My heart is pounding in my chest, and it keeps me thinking about my condition as I follow the teacher up the stairs. And hopefully you don't die before you get there. The third door down, the third floor corridor is marked as the classroom for class 3-3. Mutao opens the door and enters. And we see that guy in the background. It's kind of creepy. Good morning, everyone. Sorry I'm late again. Ah, so he's late all the time. I hesitate for a split second at the door, freezing on the spot. Ah, get a grip. This is a big step. I know that. But there isn't any point to worry so much about it. At least not this soon. And we see our class. We got this person, blondie, one-eyed chick, sleepy guy with an umbrella, cool guy with a hat. I can totally connect with him. He's got a hat, so do I. Smiling gray-haired kid, studious one, guy who daydreams, tries too much, and ditzy. I follow the teacher into the classroom and look around, practically so I won't have to meet the curious gazes of my new classmates. It's pretty spacious. The ceiling is unusually high, and there's lots of space left over around and in between the desks. The entire wall taken up an entire wall taken up by blackboards, and the high old-fashioned windows only make it seem larger. The students' desks are just standard wooden desks with a shelf underneath for books, and wooden chairs with metal frames. Simple and efficient. Sounds like high school all over again. I never wanted to go back! I finished it! I graduated! I stop walking in front of the classroom and face the other students. They all look normal, like students in any other school, but then why would they be here? They all have health conditions. Oh wait, there's more I have to give names to. They'd probably like me to have something wrong. They're probably like me and have something wrong with them, only it's just not immediately obvious. Then I notice that one of the girls seems to be missing the thumb on her right hand. It's a little jarring. Kind of weird. Let's see, we have girl who likes to look at nature, fat kid, the classic pink-haired girl with glasses, studious yet cool guy, girl who always seems kind of depressed, and then the other one. Man, I'm running out of classifications, but despite the natural tendency to listen when somebody's talking to you, I tune out the teacher's speech halfway through while he introduces me to the class. Wow, I'm a jerk. I notice a flash of dark hair and see that someone is looking at me. A girl with really long, straight hair that is pretty eye-catching. As she sees me looking back at her, she covers her face with her hands as if she's making herself invisible. Does that work? Am I invisible, guys? Can you see me? Can you see me now? Does it work or does it not? I don't know. I never really tried. I always tried to look at people, but whatever. There is one boy with a cane leaning against the lockers in the rear of the class. It's weird seeing someone so young with a cane. Dude, canes are top. You can hide swords in them. Another girl seems to be making some weird hand motions. Sign language? She peers at me over the rim of her glasses, then goes back to whatever she's doing. Great, I'm in a classroom with a bunch of weirdos. She's kinda cute, so is the cheery-looking girl with pink hair. Ah, there she is! Classic pink-haired cheery girl that's in lots of stuff. Okay, with pink hair. Sitting next to her. She's really hard to miss. I don't know how I didn't notice her the moment I walked in. Why is it that, like, I don't know, it's like in like manga, anime, digital novel type things like this? Why is it there's always a girl with like pink hair? I don't get it. I should really like catalog. Shut up, read the book. Please welcome your newest classmate. He claps his hands and so does everyone else, except the girl in the first row who has only one hand. I cringe a little, but hide it by bowing in thanks for this applause I did not deserve. Well, you can still clap with one hand. Just hit your knee or your shoulder. I don't know. I'm probably being totally just mean, boorish, but a collective silence tells me that I should open my mouth now. So I'm Hishio Nake something. And after that, my hobbies are reading and soccer. I hope to get along with everyone, even though I'm a new student. Reading and soccer. You know, I used to like soccer, but then it got way too competitive. But I do like reading. And after that, I'm being so boring. This is exactly like every self-introduction ever. I should say something more exciting. I wrestled a bear! I end up saying nothing, and the teacher picks up from there. Everyone seems to be satisfied, even though with what little I said, though. A few girls are whispering to each other, throwing glances at me. It could have gone worse. Man, girls just talking to each other. Why do they gotta do that? Speak up, please! We wish to hear you! I listen to the teacher as he drones about getting along while letting my gaze sweep across the classroom. Everyone seems to be listening to him intently, and when he does, they clap their hands again, which feels like a weird thing to do. The first row girl claps on this round with her one hand against the other wrist that seems to be a bandaged up. That's what I said! You can still clap with one hand! It's okay! You can do it! It makes me feel a little bad. Matao, we're going to be doing some group work today, so I'll give you a chance to talk with everyone, so is that okay with you? Yeah, it's fine with me. Well, whatever. That's good! You can work with Hakamichi, okay, Hakamichi. I gotta remember that. She's a class representative. Oh wait, she's a class representative. She can explain anything you might want to know, and who else would be able to do that better, right? I don't know, maybe you, Mr. Teacher? The teacher passes out the daily assignments and announces that we will be working in groups of 3. It hits me that I don't know where Hakamichi is. Slow, the teacher seems to catch my hopeless expression. Oh right, Hakamichi is right there. Cell phone, shut up! Sorry about that. Let me put it on vibrate, silent, whatever. Okay. Alright, Hakamichi is right there. Shizume Hakamichi. Of course! It's the girl with pink hair! Why wouldn't it be? Alrighty guys, I think I'm gonna end this episode here. It's probably gonna be a little bit shorter than the last episode, but I wanna just kinda take this slow. That way we can just kinda reflect on everything. That way I can get out more videos of this over the week. So, like and favorite if you've enjoyed, subscribe, and I'm definitely gonna keep going through this, and I will see you guys next time. I'm out there in YouTube land. Yeah.